Coming up on DITV, we'll tell you some big news from the University of Iowa's Dance Marathon.
Plus, we tell you how some Iowa students observed Ash Wednesday.
We have highlights from Iowa's road game against Michigan last night, and we'll take a closer look at the women's rugby team.
Fortunately, no more snow and no more negative degrees this week. I will tell you more in weather.
We've got all that and more coming right up on this Thursday morning edition of DITV.
Don't go anywhere. DITV starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for making us a part of your day. I'm Kaylin Cluck.
And I'm Sydney Zatz. We begin with news of a school shooting at a high school in Florida. At least 17 people have died from the shooting, with as many as another 17 being sent to local hospitals. Among the people wounded was the suspect, 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz, who is currently in police custody. Broward County Sheriff Scott Israel said Cruz was expelled previously for unspecified disciplinary reasons. In response to the shooting, Israel said, quote, "It's a horrific, horrific day. Just pray for the city, pray for the school, the parents, the folks that lost their lives," end quote. The victims include both students and adults. Stick with DITV for any further developments on the story.
The new Iowa Stand Your Ground law has been successful for the first time. A judge in Red Oak declared Kevin Staley immune from prosecution for his murder of Devin Davis. Staley had fought two men, including Davis, last year in Red Oak after being knocked to the ground. Staley shot and killed Davis. This is not the first time, though, the Stand Your Ground law has been attempted to be used. Back in October, the Iowa City Ped Mall shooter Lamar Wilson applied for the defense, but was denied. And Sydney, I cannot believe Dance Marathon was over a week and a half ago.
I know, it's really hard to believe they're already prepping for Dance Marathon 25. I'm already excited, but we have Becca Scatting in the segment studio to tell us more. Becca?
Thanks, guys. That's right. Dance Marathon has a new executive director. Dance Marathon 25 is already in full swing, and it's only been a week. Their new executive director was announced last night. Charlie Ellis was a dancer in DM23, and this past year, he worked as a morale captain at the DM24 big event. UIDM is coming off a big year after raising a record of over $3 million, each and every cent of which is going straight to the pediatric patients at the said Family Children's Hospital. Ellis hopes to continue the momentum of this record-breaking student-run organization. Around 2,700 people were student dancers, along with 300 student leaders and 11 executive board members. UIDM 24 was only the second student-run organization in the U.S. to raise over $3 million. Members are always focused on year-round fundraising, so now the attention is back on UIDM 25. Kaylin and Sydney, back to you.
Thank you, Becca. And an estimated $1,000 worth of clothing has been stolen from Catlett Residence Hall. Two UI students, Chanel Terpstra and Madeline Wise, are being accused of the theft. Before leaving the building, they were stopped by the dorm hall staff and arrested. Thereafter, Catlett Residence Hall Victoria Reed previously had confidence in the security of the dorm.
And I really was surprised by it because I feel like you have to swipe in to get everywhere. It's kind of inconvenient at times, but I just can't imagine how anyone could break into another room.
The burglars will both face one count of third-degree burglary, punishable by up to 5 years in prison.
A prominent Iowa City landlord will have to pay $5.6 million in damages. Apartments downtown manager Jeffrey Clark has been sued for neglecting to fix an unsafe work environment. This comes after maintenance worker Bronson Gonka died from injuries sustained on the job. Gonka had fallen 12 feet from a ladder in 2014 and died 11 days later. The suit had been filed in 2016 by Gonka's wife, Kara Gonka.
Two UI students took their talents of building rockets to Norway. Hannah Gulick and Josh Larson were able to experience a 15-year rocket launch project in only 4 days. The hope is this program could develop into a long-term benefits for students and the UI. The two students and Professor David Miles will speak at an event sponsored by the UI Physics and Astronomy departments. The talk will begin at 3:30 p.m. on February 26 in room 301 of Van Allen Hall. UI pays for the week-long trip. The university is currently applying for a federal grant to potentially make this a year-long experience.
Filmscene in downtown Iowa City is receiving a special grant. It's among 36 nonprofit theaters in the U.S. to be selected for the Science on Screen grant. This is a program that encourages scientific thinking through films and panel discussions. The first event kicks off Monday, February 26th, with a free screening of a 2017 documentary entitled Chasing Coral. Other films include E.T., The Babadook, and Real Genius.
You know, Sydney, I was outside today, and for the first time in a long time, I really didn't mind. It wasn't that cold.
Yeah, it was a great day for a car wash. It was finally above freezing, but I hear tomorrow it's supposed to be about 20 degrees. I don't know what to expect anymore, so let's toss over Jin-Yuk Kim in the weather studio to see what is going on with this Iowa weather. Jin-Yuk?
That's right, guys. It feels pretty warmer compared to last week. Today, skies are cloudy, and this afternoon, the temperatures will go higher until low 40s. However, later you will feel chillier as the temps will fall around 13 degrees. Now let's take a look at our extended forecast. Unlike today's weather, tomorrow will be colder as the temps will fall between 5 to low 20s with sunny skies. Saturday, we are looking at cloudy skies in the morning with the temps reaching 19 degrees. But no worries, it will become warmer with sunshine later with the temps reaching mid-30s. On Sunday, you'll even feel warmer with sunshine as the temps will range from low 30s to mid-40s. Throughout the day, warmer weather will continue on Monday, but there is a high possibility of rain showers, so you should prepare an umbrella on your hand. And on Tuesday, we are expecting periods of light freezing rain in the morning, so if you're gonna drive, don't rush in the morning just for your safety. The temps will reach about 16 and later high 20s. So for this week in general, we will have warmer temps, but several rain showers too, probably, and hopefully we're on our way to the spring soon. That's your weather for the week. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Jin-Yuk. There may be a disparity among ethnicities who wish to receive a home loan in Iowa City. A recent study found Latinos in Iowa City were 4 times more likely to be denied a loan than whites. The study comes from 2016, where the findings suggest a single institution, Hills Bank, has a high rate for rejections for potential Latino borrowers. The disparity is reportedly the highest in the entire nation.
And walking around yesterday, you may have noticed many people with black crosses on their foreheads. It was Ash Wednesday for local Catholics, and I visited the Iowa City Newman Center to learn what this day means when you're a college student. For Catholics, Valentine's Day this year wasn't just for red roses and chocolates. It was also Ash Wednesday, a day for black crosses on foreheads and repentance. Ash Wednesday is the start of Lent, a 40-day period of solemn religious observance that leads up to Easter.
Ash Wednesday is kind of we make that sign of the cross on the forehead with ashes as an outward sign that, yes, I am a sinner and I'm in need of repentance and God has called me back to communion.
The Iowa City Newman Center held 4 masses and ash distribution every hour, making it easy for students to stop by in between classes. For some students, going about their day on campus with ashes on their foreheads can be a little intimidating.
Ash Wednesday does definitely take some courage because there's such a visible mark on, right on your face that you're a Catholic. I've learned that there is kind of a stigma against Catholics. I think it just takes faith in just knowing what the ashes represent. That way you can have the courage to just not really care and to wear it with pride.
For most Catholic students, Ash Wednesday is about something bigger than themselves.
You literally have dirt on your head. So it's I guess a mark of humility most off, saying that, yeah, it's not about my appearance. My life isn't about my appearance. And so by this mark of ashes, I am dust, and to dust I shall return.
Reporting from the Newman Catholic Student Center, this is Kaylin Cluck, DITV News. And Sydney, Iowa basketball lost again last night.
Oh, will they ever get a break? The season is not over yet, though. Let's toss over to Taylor Van Fleet in the sports studio to see what is going on with the men's basketball team. Taylor?
Thanks, ladies. Yeah, unfortunately, it was another one in the loss column for the Hawks, who faced their 3rd-ranked opponent in a row when they faced the 22nd-ranked Michigan Wolverines. For the first points of the game, Jack Nungy, who got the start, hands off to Jordan Bohannon, who finds a wide open Luka Garza, who gets the early dunk. Now let's see that again. Garza finished with 22 points on the night. Halfway through the second, John Tesk knocks the ball away from Garza, and Michigan retains possession as Abdul Rahman goes into the paint, but passes it back to Duncan Robinson, who hits his third straight three. Iowa fell in this one 74-59. The Hawks only have 3 games left this season, including one this Saturday at home against Indiana. And although Iowa basketball season is coming to a close, one sport is about to head into their 2018 season. DITV Sports' Lucy Rodin has more on the Iowa women's rugby team.
Not many club sports can say that within 1 year of becoming official on campus that they finished their season in the top 15 nationally. The Iowa women's rugby team is the exception.
We're a team of a lot of unskilled new players, and to have started from the beginning of the year as really slow and then to finish the end of the year like kind of top dogs in sevens rugby, that feels really good and that's really rewarding.
The team at Iowa welcomes members of all experience levels and is happy to help teach you how to play.
Another challenge would also be just showing people how to play for the first time because everyone's really scared. I mean, when I first started playing, I could not tackle. It was really difficult to get started, but the team was really supportive, and everyone's willing to help out and to teach you new things.
The club team at Iowa is out to disprove the stereotypes that come along with rugby, one tackle at a time.
Rugby doesn't fall into all the stereotypes that are a lot of the misconceptions that people think, and then it's actually a lot of fun and that girls can come out and be competitive and really thrive playing rugby.
The rugby program at Iowa will host other rugby teams from all over the country February 24th at the Hawkeye Indoor Sevens. Reporting from the Hawkeye Tennis and Recreation Center, this has been Lucy Rodin for DITV Sports.
The Hawkeye Indoor Sevens event will be held at the Hawkeye Tennis and Recreation Center and is free to the public, so I may have to go check out some rugby next weekend. And after several years in the middle of the pack of the Big Ten, the men's tennis team has high aspirations for the 2018 season. Redshirt sophomore Kareem Alof's early season performance is helping the Hawks reach those goals. With more is Will Silverstein.
Redshirt sophomore Kareem Alof has improved his game over the offseason in hopes of guiding the Hawkeyes to the NCAA tournament. Alof struggled against Drake on Friday but put together a dominant performance to claw his way past the Wildcats.
Against Arizona just gave us a little bit more confidence. You know, we're playing a good team. You know, the program's improved a lot over the years. And, you know, just able to clinch it today, it was really meaningful for the team. And, you know, hopefully we can get off to a better start next weekend.
Head coach Roz Wilson attributes Alof's success to more time in the gym.
We made some adjustments in the way we train. You know, we're getting in the weight room a little bit more on a consistent basis, even during the season. And, you know, hoping that as the matches go long, you know, our ball speed and our fitness stays up, you know, and maybe our opponents might go down.
Alof knew he had to become both physically and mentally stronger to be able to compete against Big Ten opponents.
Working on my physical game, you know, is the thing that was lacking the most, but probably over season was just to just mentally be consistent all the time, you know, just have the same mental approach to every single thing I do, which is still a battle, but, you know, still training to be better. You just have to stay in the battle all the time. You know, those teams want to win as bad as you want to do. So I think just, you know, staying in there every point is just as helpful as any other match.
After finishing in the lower half of the Big Ten, Alof and the Hawks look to be competitive in 2018. Reporting from the HTRC, this is Will Silverstein, DITV Sports.
Alof and the rest of the Hawkeyes are set to battle Creighton and Denver tomorrow at the Hawkeye Tennis and Recreation Center. Be sure to stick with DITV Sports for highlights from those meets. And that's all we have in the sports studio for you today. Be sure to tune back in tomorrow morning for a preview of Iowa baseball season opening weekend down in Florida and a special preview of one Hawkeye wrestler. Ladies at the desk, back to you.
From all of us here at DITV, I'm Sydney Zacks.
And I'm Kaylin Clark. Have a good day, Iowa City, and enjoy your Thursday.